Hey, my name's Emily Carnes. I'm a sophomore here at the University of Alabama, and I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in education. And I appreciated everything that Guntersville High School had to offer. It had a lot of different things. I know that it had all different kind of honor societies and all different kind of clubs, and you really wouldn't think that of a school that doesn't graduate more than like 130 every year. You would think they would have less to offer. But I really appreciate that Guntersville did have a lot of things to offer me, including great teachers and a great school board. I know that my superintendent, there were two superintendents the time that I was there, and both of them, when I would see them at school on a regular basis, almost daily, and both of them knew my name, asked me how I was, how I was doing in school, if I was keeping my grades up. And they did that for everybody, not just me. And I think it's really important to have a good school board like that, especially a good superintendent that does care about their students individually and not just on a collective basis. But my overall high school career was great. I was involved in a lot of different things, from SGA to sports to art club. I really appreciate my teachers in high school. I appreciate their different styles of teaching, because then you don't get used to just one style. You have to adapt, just like in college. One teacher may give 6 tests a semester, while another professor only gives 2 tests, a midterm and a final. And I really appreciate how they integrated the different kind of teaching methods. I had many teachers, specifically like at each school, at Guntersville Elementary, Cherokee, Carlisle Park, and the high school, that impacted my life that I could tell you about. And 3 in particular in high school impacted my life, but I'm going to talk about one. Miranda McCoy. She was my 11th grade English teacher, and I loved her class. Like, I was not an English person at all, but I loved her class. I loved being in there. I felt welcome. I felt her passion for the subject. I felt her caring for the kids and the students in there, and it made me want to go to her class every day, and I wanted to be there. And even when I was a senior, I would come back and ask for her help and ask for her guidance, because she had made such an impact on my life. She found a way to make me interested in the subject matter. I didn't have to necessarily like the book or enjoy reading the book or the poem or short story or whatever it was, but she found a way to kind of come in and explain it in a way that would be interesting, where you might not like it, but you could understand what the author was trying to say, and you could understand the symbolism and the meaning behind what they were writing and why they were writing it. And I really, really liked that about her. She pushed me and made me want to be a better student. Even though I was already a straight A student, she made me want to be better in whatever way I could want to be better. And a lot of people really didn't like her class, because in high school, you know, you want the teachers that are easy and that are going to give you the good grades. But I liked that she didn't give out grades per se. That she made you earn what you got, and I really appreciated that about her. And I remember doing different projects in her class. Like, there was one time we made videos on the grapes of wrath, and we acted out different scenes and stuff, and it was really, really interesting and really fun. And you know, you got to work with people that you're not typically friends with, but it ended up being a great project and entertained the class. And I remember one time we had a debate in there, and just different stuff that she thought would make class more interesting, and it did. It engaged a lot of people in her class. I know that when I walked into her classroom that I was cared about as a student, because she would, "Hey, how are you?" to everybody that's in there, and it wasn't a, "Hey, how are you?" and walk off. She cared to hear your answer. And if you ever said, "Oh, I'm not doing so well," or she would sit there and talk to you until, you know, maybe you felt a little better, or there was something that she could do to help. And I really appreciated that about her, because then it made me feel comfortable when I was in 12th grade, and even last year, my freshman year in college, to go back and say, hey, Coach McCoy, I need this and this and this. Do you think you could help me? Or I'm not doing so hot in this. Will you review my work? And she still does. Like, she still helps me whenever I need her to. And I think that's a really important quality in a teacher to have, is to be able to help their students when they need help beyond just their classroom and beyond just their subject. Her class kind of made me want to help others. It made me really pique an interest in education, and because I had such a good experience in her class, that it made me think, oh, what could I do to maybe help others out? Maybe I wouldn't be the best English teacher or the best science teacher, but maybe I could go into something like psychology, and the way that she helped her students out with problems, maybe I could help other kids out with problems. And it made me think, like, I wanted to minor in education because I feel like I would be good at it, but also because I want to make an impact on kids' lives like she made an impact on mine. And I think it's important that we have teachers like that continue to make impact on kids' lives.